top down.
I like my
So the
beat
hair can
down
blow.
low, down low, down low, down low, down low. Remember that song by T.I., dude?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite songs.
Top, laid back, laid back, laid
Really?
back.
That's one of your favorite songs?
I do it karaoke. I do it karaoke.
Oh, man. All right, this episode is brought to you by... Let me pass these around, dude. Check these out. Check these out, dude. So what we have right here, ladies and gentlemen, are pre-rolled already moon rock blunts. So I think it's called like cannabis caviars. I've heard them like called that before. But basically, you got the black biscotti. You got the Oreo cookie. You got it all, dude. You know what I mean? And this episode today is brought to you by... Please hold. You guys can talk amongst yourself, though. I had to look up. You know what I mean? So this gentleman, he hits me up on social media. He's like, I like what you're doing. You seem funny. He's like, I don't see you guys smoking until this last episode. So you smoke? I'm like, man, I was born smoking. Long story short, brings me the ganja. And all he wanted me to do was shout out the grower, which is Motor City Gans. And you can find Motor City Gans at Instagram, and that's at MOTORCITY-GHANS. Also, the guy who actually like hooked me up, so I don't know what you consider him. Maybe he's the mastermind. If you guys are interested in increasing the dopamine in your brain, right, for an affordable cost, why don't you make sure that you get it from Kratom Spot? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. KratomSpot.com is the most affordable place to get your Kratom. If you're interested in utilizing Kratom, right, and if you don't use it now, don't start using it. We're not promoting that. But if you like to go to a gas station and waste your money, spend extra bucks, quit doing that and go online and go to KratomSpot.com. All right? Use Kratom Spot. You should go follow him at Stank Woods Dash. So that's at STANKWOODZ Dash.
Bang, bang.
So that's it. I would tell you guys to scan the thing when you get it, but that didn't work. Just so you know. Didn't work. I gotta give an honest review. You know what I mean? I gotta give an honest review.
This
You know
guy.
what I mean? All right,
This
so
guy. Probably needs to make the picture bigger, huh?
what?
On the thing, on the label.
I'm not gonna speak for my man.
It must be a labeling issue.
Hey,
I would say.
I just smoked
You're not
the
gonna
product. You feel me?
you're not gonna speak for him, but you're putting him on blast. Like the shit don't work. Get it together.
Well, I'm not doing a consulting position, am I? Am I giving him consulting? I'm saying I don't know what's wrong.
I
but
mean,
it didn't
Kind
work.
of.
I'm about to tell him how.
That is what a reviewer is.
I'm about to tell him how high we're about to get.
You got to tell them what's wrong and what you liked, but you don't tell them how to fix it.
He said smoke.
That's
He said smoke 2 of these bad boys. So we're about to tell him how high we are.
Yeah, dude, spark it up. Which one you want to do? Which one you want to do first?
The Pickle Rick.
The Pickle Rick. Nice. Dope.
Pickle Rick, dude.
Awesome.
Don't even watch that show, but I do like it, even though I don't watch the show.
Yeah, dude. But you know what he had me thinking about that I wanted to bring up? Longevity. I forget what we were just talking about, but it made me think of it. It was something to do.
Jason always hurting himself.
Yup, and how you get up slow and stuff. All those little signs. Did you know about all that stuff? Like, they say, like, according to current scientific studies, the rate of how fast you get out of your chair, or the speed of, like, your neat, I think it's called neat movement. So, like, you know when, like, you tap your leg, or you keep tempo, or stuff like that, that, like, makes your metabolic rate stronger, and it has, like, a younger age metabolically, if you will. So those are like small little things that they see. Like, you ever see someone get up so slow? Black people. Oh, man. Not all black people, but
Old people.
you see it a lot. You
Right.
see it a lot. Black people are slow crossing the street, though. Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong. You have not noticed that.
I mean,
I'm the one who brought it up. You can say it if you've noticed it. I'm saying I, as a black, have noticed that black people, as they cross the street, Majority.
Some people just take a while. I don't know.
I feel like I
don't
take a
think
while to cross the street.
I
don't
like
think-
this. This is Chat GDP. This is you guys could be politicians, boys.
I mean, I don't
Smart
think
men.
I don't think I've ever been like sitting at a stoplight being like, that white motherfucker, he goes so fast across the light, and then get to another stoplight and be like, oh, these black people, why do they walk so slow? I've never thought like that.
That's exactly how I think day to day.
See,
Wow.
I
yeah,
swear.
never even noticed it.
That's crazy to me.
I'm not looking at the people crossing the street. I'm like trying to, pay attention to the traffic in front of me, people around me.
When you're
cars.
stopped? What are
Yeah.
you talking about?
I'm looking at my surroundings. I'm not paying attention to the people walking.
I'm texting on my phone. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing when I come.
I mean,
to a
I didn't want to
stop.
say all that, but
What? Downtown Detroit?
I'm probably changing
Yeah.
the song on the radio. I'm probably
What? Somebody gonna run up on me? I ain't got nothing on me.
Nah, I don't want like a biker to hit my car. Like when you're down near like the
Cool.
university.
Smack into my fucking car. I got insurance, man. Full coverage. Wow. I won't pay a dime. You'll fix my shit up for me.
Okay, all right. He might break his neck and be suing you.
He won't. He ran into me. I wasn't even moving.
You know what I mean, though? Who knows? Maybe
Take
'cause you're
me to
looking
court.
down.
I'm gonna counter sue him. It's gonna be a big court case. We're going down.
So you're saying you're just all about court cases?
In this case, we're gonna have to. If he's suing me, I gotta sue him back.
I don't know. I guess I'm observant that way. Like when I'm downtown around like the university, I mean, first off, there's beautiful girls everywhere, so I'm looking at the human beings. But when I gotta be stopped and they're all doing their little cross, oh yeah,
He's looking at the crowd of people walking by, and he's like, the black people are walking slower than the white people.
oh yeah. It's kind of interesting to me. You acting like black people don't walk with each other and white people don't walk with each other. That happens a lot. It's not like that's not a normal thing.
Have you ever been? To
Definitely
like,
is.
Yeah. Like all the Arab people, they walk together. All the Arab girls, they be chilling.
Have you ever been to like Detroit or Chicago or like New York?
I've been to
where it's like
both.
heavily congested.
Yeah.
And actually look down at the people.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the same thing. Were you about to say it's not?
I was gonna say I don't think because I've spent a lot of time people watching. You know what I'm saying?
Chinatown,
Yeah,
Jewish
but
Brooklyn.
no,
Like, what do you mean?
no.
They all segregate.
No, I'm talking about how the speed that people walk, like you said.
Yeah, dude. I might just be a little racist, but I'm telling you, black people, they run fast. We know. You know what I mean? I'm saying
That's for sure.
Oh, come on. When they're doing their thing, when they're walking to their next play, like they are not gonna put no pep in that step, bro. They are gonna walk nice and slow across the street. And it's annoying to me. To me. You know what I mean? Personally.
You know what I hate though?
What?
Those bikers on the street we was just talking about that could run into the side of my thing. Not motorcycles. The people on bikes.
Bicyclers.
These come with
That I gotta be extra careful and swerve around and pretty much break the law not to hit.
in some keef. They have wax.
If I could
on
outlaw it, I'd outlaw it.
them. You could smoke them all the way
Yeah,
down.
they annoy me more
Without
than
bike
anything.
pass. It's just like you
It's very finely
stay off the
rolled.
main roads.
Very
It's
nice
for cars.
job.
I can't take a freaking go-kart
Packaging
on this
says
thing, and
that
that is
it's
closer to a
saliva
car than that
free.
thing is.
And they'll take mad
yeah.
liberties at night. That's what I be wilding out about. I'm like, bro, like I get it. You do have the right,
I'm just like, what are you doing on the highway, bro?
but you can get smashed up.
I'm like, the speed limit's 55.
It's annoying, bro. I hate when someone's got a bike and a dog. You ever see that? That
Oh.
to me, I'm like, what are you doing?
Well, if your dog's trained really well, it's all right, I guess. But like, man, most people don't got their dogs trained that well.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Like, you know when they do, though, because they got the right harness
like
and
it's
stuff, and
like
it's like
a
on the back.
mixture.
Yeah, and they're running perfectly in sync.
That's typically how.
What kind of dog? You know,
rolled
you
up
see a lot of like golden retrievers pull that off.
when you got a
Yeah,
bunch
it's
of
the run,
left over,
the
so you
retriever
just
type
keep that
dogs,
stuff
the
in
runner
there.
dogs.
Money.
You know.
Yeah, I bet a husky would get really good at it, but they never get trained into
No,
it.
they want to whip. They want to rip.
But they don't mush the whole time.
But they want to rip.
They do want to rip, bro. I hate that
Just
about
like a
that
pit.
dog.
Just like pits. Pits like to rip too. You know.
I think a pit would pull for you.
Oh, they'll do that too.
They do. They can learn to do anything for you.
Yeah, pits are pretty multifunctional. Because they can jump crazy too.
Oh yeah. Man, I watched this podcast called the Real Ass Podcast, and they always do a segment on pit bulls attacking kids. So like, they've only been doing it now maybe for like 4 weeks, but I can tell it's getting in my psyche, bro. I walked past my neighborhood pit bull, and he was like outside alone, and he's just barking and barking. And usually I never think these things, but I thought, what if he jumps down and tries to bite my face?
Whatever, it can happen.
But it's totally that's in my mind from that bit. Them
I mean,
keep
I feel
doing
like
that
I
bit.
slightly not think about that with dogs all the time.
Well, especially a dog you don't know. But I know this dog.
No, even dogs I know.
Oh, for real?
Like, it can happen.
I never think about that with pig. Like, I never, as I'm going closer to her face, and it could happen, but I never.
See, I do if I'm fucking with her or something, playing with her, because I know that she could just get a little out of sorts. Because, like, any dog will, you're playing with them.
What if she's like, she sees you coming, and you're just coming in to kiss her face?
No, she's terrified of everything. She's such an unusual type of dog, too. She's, like, so beta.
Right. Exactly.
Like, so beta.
Like, even with Coltrane, because I didn't raise Coltrane, I never worried about him biting my face. Like, it wasn't in my sphere of thinking.
No, but it was a possibility.
It was a possibility. No, it was 100%. Dude.
I just been bit on accident by dogs that didn't mean to.
And I was bit by
And I've
Coltrane.
been bit by dogs that there was no reason for it. And it was a known dog.
One of yours?
No, but a dog I knew.
Oh, was
It
it
just snapped.
was it Mitch's dog? Because I never really experienced that.
No, it was like one of them. It was this Rottweiler. It was
Oh.
and he was completely normal up to this point. His entire life. So I just know, like, any animal just has the capacity to snap.
I mean, and even a human.
Yeah, and a human does too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the same difference.
But now I'm thinking, I can tell that it's been implanted in my mind now. Like, I'm saying I don't think he was even thinking any violent stuff towards me. He was barking at me, bro.
But I'll tell you, I think of it less with pits.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
For me, like, I think of it less with pits. I'm worried about German Shepherds. I'm worried about Rottweilers. I'm worried about guard dogs. Oh my! Dogs that were bred to bite people. God. Like, if you got Cane Corso or something, if I was a Cane Corso, that's definitely what I'm worried about.
Bro, I was bit and stabbed. Bit by a dog, stabbed by a Native
And
American.
I just realized these things have a shotgun in them. Did you realize that?
Yeah, he told me that.
Yeah, it's got a shotgun, so it fucking allows it to hit it just smooth, and you just get a fucking big rip and a smooth hit.
Is that a smooth hit? Why don't you tell us about it, dude? How smooth is it?
I was already talking to the camera over here as you guys are having a conversation.
Thank God.
You'll be able to clip that out or whatever. But I was saying, no, I mean, you can make your own reel, whatever. But anyways, I said that it tastes good, it smokes good, but it still I don't know if it's a single strain. Or if, like, you know, because, like, you know how growers do, they'll have a bunch of shake left over, and they're like, let me turn it into a bunch of these. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
That's 100% what it is.
It kind of tastes harsh to me. It doesn't taste like one specific strain, because I tasted coconut.
No, I bet you it is one string, because they would have a huge bucket of the same type of shake.
The weed is just, but it's shake. I can tell it's just sugar, like high sugar leaf. I can taste like there's no bottom fan leaf, no nothing nasty for sure. And then they just use like keef and wax, and that's probably multi. This kid was white. Full-fledged
Keith
white.
probably is. Keith
Shout out to the white guy.
Yeah, he was white. He was a white man, and he had what looked like either associates, friends, could be family, all black.
Shout out to the white guy. Doing his damn thug thizzle.
Yeah, dude, what was his name? I'm gonna say it again, actually. It's interesting. I know he hit me up before about something. I don't remember what it was. I can't remember. But, Stankwoods.
Stankwoods.
Yeah, on that Stankwoods.
Yeah, we on that Stankwoods over here.
What do the things say on
Dark
it? Does
Web
it say his
Studios.
thing on it?
Shout out Randy Savagery.
20
Long hair, don't
2G
care.
premium flour, 1G.
Jose's with a kilo.
All woods washed.
100.
Saliva, best smoking.
Why do you keep trying to do a promo right now?
I don't know.
Yeah, it
I'm
doesn't.
just high
it's-
over
it's
here doing my
weird.
thing, man.
Like, I get what you're trying to do, because that's why when you said,
Well,
no,
you
you'll be able to cut it. You'll be able to cut it, for the real one.
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
I
yeah.
won't, dude. That's not how the audio works. You want to do a promo, you can't. You want to do one?
No, I don't want to do no promos.
You can do. I'll do one right now if you want me to.
Yeah, we could take that camera, like, zoom in on your hands and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It could be like one of them commercials you see, like, I don't know, way late at night. They probably don't actually still do that, but they used to.
Oh, you mean where it just shows, like, the weed in it smoking and
Yeah.
stuff? And he's like,
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you called now in the next 60 minutes.
No, I could see what you were trying to do. It was kind of weird. This is what you were doing. It was like this. It was like, what's up? It's Jay. What a big Jay. You chilling. We smoking on this ganja. Yeah, so we got this thing rolled up right here, and it's pretty smooth. It's pretty nice. You know what it is. Shouts out to the
You
brother.
guys are having a conversation. I was whatever.
It was interesting. It was interesting.
You go back and watch it, you might get a laugh. Who knows?
Oh, I think they will.
Hopefully, the people be jumping in the comments like that Jason guy's great. You
I'll
need to get
laugh.
back.
Though, dude, in my podcast, the funniest parts to me are never the comedy. It's always the awkward created.
Make sure you guys like, share, and follow. You know what I'm saying? Like, share, and follow.
Share and follow, baby. Like, share, and follow. I'll make sure that I put that on the screen.
So Big Trump
What about him?
didn't get arrested.
Yeah. He probably made it up himself, dude, for clout.
I mean, no, he didn't make it
Well,
up.
no, because they have all the
He
paperwork.
really thought that they were about to, and they just haven't made the executive order. To,
I
hey,
think he
go
stopped
arrest-
it
go
from
arrest
happening.
Trump.
Well, what's illegal about paying a woman not to talk about the consensual sex tape you made together? Especially if you want to be a president. Hello? That's going to hurt me.
She's like,
It's
hey,
about
I'm Stormy
the way it was
Daniels.
paid.
He's like, hey, I'm Donald Trump. I want to fuck you on camera. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Not what happened.
It's not what happened at all.
That's not what happened at all. They were in a little side relationship thing, a little side PC thing. And I think actually she videotaped it, bro.
Okay, well, she's like, whatever. She sounds some freaky.
And he said, release the tapes.
Yeah, because you know what I hear he likes? I hear he likes getting that waterworks, if you know what I'm saying. Golden shower. He's one of those guys.
He likes to be peed on.
Which I love.
Yeah, I just don't care. So
To me, I think, what a great man. What, he wants to be submissive to women while he raises the patriarchy? Sounds like a good guy to me, dude. At least he's not beating her up, you know?
Right.
Or doing some Hunter Biden weirdo stuff. Shouts out to Hunter Biden. I mess with Hunter Biden. Big fan.
he uses him as an insult, turns him into a shout out.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Cause in the beginning, they're like, yo, the laptop, it's kiddo porn, it's all day kiddie porn. So far, not a piece.
Of course, it wasn't gonna be
Not a piece.
That's like what people just start throwing around all the time as soon as anything comes up.
Right.
Oh, there's kids on that laptop. That's what they say. They go,
Yeah.
oh, there's kids on there.
They're like, "Ooh, they found Hunter Biden's laptop." They're like, "Oh, there's kids on that laptop." They're like, "Where'd you hear that?" He's like, "Come on, there's kids on that laptop."
Yeah. So the one thing that I did see that was the only questionable thing, and to me it made me love him more. There is a girl that looks like a doppelganger of Barack Obama's daughter, and I'm including the specific birthmarks on her back, her lower back. So if he banged up Barack Obama's daughter, I'm happy.
That would be fire.
He just keeps leveling up constantly for me.
That would be like throw him into the running in 2024.
Bro, there's a audio recording of him talking to his dealer, and he says this is what he says. He goes, "Wait, how much? Man, don't hit me with them Hennessy prices. Come on now."
Could you imagine if it was Hunter Biden against Trump 2024?
Now I'd be game.
Then we'd officially be an idiocracy.
Yeah.
It'd be official then.
Right.
Those are our picks.
He's like, you guys really want a crackhead running the country? Hunter, he's like, I haven't smoked crack in a year.
Sober.
I mean, dude,
California sober.
you guys don't understand. So he says the funniest stuff. Like, so they asked him outright, why do you take videos and photos of your penis? They said that to him, right? On CNN. You know what he said? He said, I've had a problem ever since I was a kid. I cannot stop taking videos and photos because I am obsessed with how small my penis is. Now, if you've ever seen it, it's huge. So isn't that hilarious? I mean, just straight face, so solemn. He was like, I do it because of how small it is.
I'm not even talking. I was
just
saying.
saying.
I know, he's always doing that. He's like, let me tell you guys
It's like 3.5 feet away.
I'm just smoking.
I like how all the resin, like you can see the wax accumulate
Doesn't
on the
get
out.
on your lips.
Yeah, dude.
That's the firest.
These boys really put it together. This isn't the first time I've had one of these. I've had one that's called Packwood, but they didn't give us nothing today, so I'll cut that out. You feel me?
Yeah. You should just bleep it so
I
it's
will.
in there.
I was gonna bleep when he said, you know what Insane Clown Posse loves? That drink. When you're a boy, he was like, dude, being funny and whatnot. But I'm like, in my head, I'm like, yeah, man, but like, we get thousands of views. Like, you're kind of doing like, it's not cool. Like, screw them, you know? But then I made it so I was like, sponsor us.
That's exactly what I was about to say. I was about to say that's like a local brand.
So I did.
Yeah,
I stopped it on it.
That's like an obtainable sponsor possibly in the future.
Yeah.
That'd be fire because I like them.
Yeah, you like them. I know. And I like that band, ICP. So, there we go. You an ICP guy?
Fuck no, I'm not a juggalo.
I didn't ask that. Because I'm not a juggalo either.
How could you like ICP and not be a juggalo?
Really?
Yeah.
I like heroin and I ain't done it in 10 years. What do you mean?
Wow.
I don't think
Mic
I don't
drop.
think it's weird. Whatever. I think everybody who likes ICP, they're all juggalos, bro. It's like a family hood.
So, like, everyone who votes for Donald Trump is a QAnon, like...
No, it's different. It's
No, but
different.
everyone that likes Donald Trump's a Trumper.
ICP's set up differently. It's not. It's for one.
Of course, if you like Trump, you're a Trumper.
How you a Trumper?
The
I
other
like
one's a
Donald Trump. I know
politic. The other
Trumper.
one's
You're a Trumper
politician.
then.
Am I a Trumper?
Deep down.
If you say so.
You just said you like Donald Trump. That's literally the definition of being a Trumper.
Yeah, but I'm like Kanye West. I got Jesus in my heart. I love everybody. Big Biden fan, too. I can tell you 15 funny things that I've seen him do. I'm not a good like, you don't want to come to me and ask. I'm like, who's
like
funny?
fall up the stairs on the
But then,
plane
then you should be a big
3
Trump.
times.
Trump's got, but Biden's got some kickers, too.
Not Trump level.
No. And it's
like
mostly like laughing
He's like
at
a
him.
real life comedian.
Donald.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You'd be in jail.
Yeah, he he literally is a comedian.
Well, of course. I mean, he's been an actor for how long, bro?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, he literally is like a trained comedian almost.
Yeah. And he went to military high school. So.
It's almost like we elected a jester to be our president.
Yo, you know what?
But it wouldn't be the first time we've hired actors.
Yeah, but then we
Hired-
pop him.
He got shot, but then after that, he became like Republicans' greatest president of all time.
The dead guy?
No, Reagan.
Oh, I thought you were talking about JFK. Isn't JFK the same thing? He was an actor.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Yep, him too then.
Yeah.
But Reagan. Let's talk about
Reagan wasn't murdered, was he?
No, he got shot though.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah, he just didn't die.
Man, Reagan is dope. No, he
Fuck
did all the
Reagan.
drugs, bro.
He
Didn't
did
that?
all bad
What are
things.
you
I don't know
talking
why
about?
he's.
Reagan was the worst president we've ever had.
No,
I
no,
realize
no,
it.
no,
I
not
just
the
realized
worst.
Reaganomics are the worst economical plan that they ever instilled.
That's
which
just
was
say no on drugs, right?
say no to
Yeah,
drugs
that's
and
his wife.
fill the prisons with
Say it. Blacks.
black people. But
But you can't say they walked.
I mean, yes, they were the target, but it was basically anybody. Just fill the prisons with people committing crimes, because we're gonna make everything a fucking crime,
The blacks.
and there's a lot
It
of
wasn't a crime to hang
there's a lot
blacks.
of there's a lot of
When? What are we talking?
there's a lot of law written off
I mean,
of
that's definitely after the Civil
policies
War, so
back then.
I think it was legal in the 20s, though.
It's not legal in the 20s.
They had the pit photos in the South.
Just because it happened doesn't mean it's legal.
What?
I mean, if the whole state let it go, like, you remember when they had like 1 million whites and they watched the black people get hung? I know you've seen the photos.
Where was it?
It's all in the South, bro. They're like,
I know the South was crazy,
I mean, the whole town would get together to
but
watch.
it was technically illegal, even if they were doing it that whole time.
Yeah, you're probably right. I don't think.
It was definitely illegal.
I don't know, dude, because literally in the beginning, like, you know, they made police because white people in the South were hanging too many white people. That's literally how it started. That's really because they like catch someone stealing and you could just hang them, I guess. And they're like, yo, we can't keep doing this, because like I guess it was getting weird. And then they put the police together, and then they like also did the
That's
slaves.
when the downfall of society happened.
The popo. It was made to
The
catch
good
slaves,
old
too.
days of just hanging people who tried to steal your stuff. Those were the days.
But they didn't do that in Europe, like, you know, back in Ireland and stuff. Y'all had parliaments and stuff.
That's where they were losing too, because at some point in time, they was just hanging people that was caught stealing.
And you liked that.
I feel like you should be able to protect your stuff.
But
Although
I think they would lie and then like go kidnap them.
that's the problem. That's the problem. There's definitely huge holes in that system.
But there's a bunch of cameras now.
But I like the idea
I mean, I like it too.
because like they still feel that way in Texas.
You're right. Texas, but Texas is wild. You can shoot someone on your property. Like, I'm not into that, bro. So many times as a kid, I used to just run around. You know, you get lost.
I don't like that part, but I almost do, like, because it's like, what, people just keep coming on your property?
I don't know. You know, but what if a couple kids get shot in the head because they're playing and running through the forest? I don't know, dude.
How about let's not shoot kids?
But that's not how it works. They're on my property.
Well, I say let's just throw that in there. Now it's perfect.
I didn't know he was a kid. He is 6'2", 280 pounds.
That
You know what I mean? No, I'm just saying. There's so many Texans. I don't know. But then in Florida, I do like Florida. It's like you guys see the video with that black guy? Like you like push this white guy and they hits him one time. The white guy just pulls his gun out and shoots him. I loved it, dude.
Yeah, I like that.
I loved it. I love it. Big fan.
I'm like, that's the point of them. That's the point of that gun.
Oh no, that was the point in my mind.
Yeah, that's the point of having that gun. It's for this situation.
A lot of people didn't like it though because he shot him in front of his 3-year-old daughter. But
Well, dude shouldn't have been fighting people in front of his 3-year-old daughter.
stupid games, stupid prizes. You know what I mean? Love it, dude. Florida.
A lot of nice things about Florida.
Florida. Fuck Florida. That whole state's trash.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ever
it's
been
sinking.
there?
Yeah, I've only had
I lived.
fun.
I lived for a year. Yeah, you get to. They got no or income tax or sales tax. No state income tax or whatever. But I went down there and had a fucked up relationship. So fuck that state.
That's how you think in life still?
Yeah, I mean,
That's crazy.
if you went to a state and had a fucked up relationship, you wouldn't say fuck that whole state.
I mean, if I did,
He-
it'd be me. I'd be like, I'm a bitch.
He'd have to leave this state.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, not your home state. I'm saying a state.
But that's the same thing.
you move somewhere. You know what I'm saying? No, not technically. This is my home state. So I mean,
It's my home state, but a Native American woman, she stabbed me. And she was trying to stab me in the heart. I got infected. I mean, that was bad for me. My hand got infected, bro, after I was stabbed. Her dog attacked me once.
right?
God, I did attack her purse, though, at that moment. Not gonna lie. You know what I mean? Smoking on that hard. So I had to take her shit, or tried to. Yeah. But I don't think that warrants. Or that's not when she stabbed me. That's when the dog attacked me. She stabbed me after she caught me cheating. Unprovoked stabbing. Would have been horrible. It was during sex.
Good thing it wasn't Texas.
Oh, right.
She could have shot you
Right. You know, there's like
Because I was at her house.
because you were stealing her stuff.
Oh, when I was stealing her stuff?
Yeah.
You know
Well, she
that-
didn't try to stab me then. Her dog had me.
You know, there's some states that you got 30 seconds to shoot your spouse if you catch them cheating on you or whatever. So, like, if they had your gun sitting on the mantle and you walked in and they were cheating on you, you got like 30 seconds or something like that to shoot your spouse.
Well, she had the 22 pointed right at me when I walked in, so I think she was about
don't-
that thought.
You-
But it was bluffing. She was bluffing.
I got shot in the face with a 22.
God.
Hit me in the eyebrow and bounced right off my shit. I was faster than the bullet.
Really?
Or maybe I just got lucky as fuck when I turned my face.
Do you know what I did? I calmly walked in to her 16-year-old son's room and laid down right next to him. Yeah. So she'd have to shoot us both.
That's some wild shit.
Yeah. But he fucked with me heavy, bro. Like he understood. He got it. You know what I mean? Like I'm not kidding. I don't know how to explain it more than that. Like he knew what I was doing.
I was at work today, and the dude I work with, he fucking telling a story, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, yeah, back when I had chlamydia, right? And all of a sudden, I'm just like,
What about-
what? It was just funny because like you said, nonchalant. And he just was telling a story. He's like, yeah, back when I had chlamydia. And I was like, wait, did you just say you had back when you had chlamydia, motherfucker? How do you just drop that nonchalantly?
hook.
Because there was like 4 dudes standing around listening to the story.
Watch me do
I was
mine.
just saying. You
I've
said,
never had chlamydia.
you just,
Oh, perfect.
No, I get what you're saying. But it is an easy one to get rid of, though. You do know that, right? I mean, it's just 2 pills.
Yeah.
From what I hear.
I never had it, but I was just saying it was a funny story.
Just
'Cause
2
you were,
pills.
you were telling a story about not dropping something nonchalantly. And I was like, oh, speaking of a nonchalantly story, this motherfucker telling a story. Anyways.
Now, if he would have been like, so I found out I was HIV positive, that would have hit
Oh,
your story. Like, maybe.
that was another one too. That was a really good one.
Maybe bump it up, though. You know what I mean? When you retell that story, if you're on stage, maybe I would say it, you know? When I was at work and homie just starts talking, he's like, so when I was HIV positive, you know? Because then I would be like, whoa, bro, we make whatever you're doing. I don't know. We make pizza together or whatever you said. Yeah, bro.
No, we were tiling.
Oh, this is recent.
Yeah, today.
Oh, man.
Today.
Bro, I remember when I was dude, when I worked construction,
weird.
I had chlamydia so bad. It was, I mean, dude, I remember it was so, I had,
This guy just said, I never had chlamydia. He's like, and then 5 minutes later, it's like, yeah, I was working construction. I had
that's
chlamydia
right. Run
so
the tape
bad.
back. Don't, and that's right. Don't try to listen to what I say. All lies, baby.
Do
it's
what
all
I do.
fallacy.
Don't listen to what I say. Do what I do, right?
Yeah, make believe. But dude, it was so, I just was, because you said tile, so that's like construction.
Yeah.
Bro, when you had chlamydia, so I had chlamydia, and then, what's the other one? So there's the clap, and then there's, gonorrhea. Right. When you got that double banger, bro.
This dude had the double banger.
The double banger.
in his wanger.
Dude, I knew something was up, you know what I mean? But I was like,
Bro, and you got it from the same chick or multiple bitches? Or you just out there just fucking
doesn't
bitches.
know.
He don't even care. Hey,
no, I don't even care. That's how, you do not know me.
Hey, look.
That is not
Hey,
the
look.
scenario.
Funny story. So check this out. Same home dude's telling the same story, right? He's like, yeah, you want to hear the fucked up part about it? After he dropped this on us, he was like, look, they got these pills, right? He's like, he takes them bitches and then it gets rid of it, right? He's like, bam. He's like, I take the pills, think I get rid of it. He's like, I fucked this other bitch. He's like, I get it again. He's like, bam. Go back, get 2 more pills. Same pills, right? After the 3rd or 4th time he goes through this, they turn around and realize, oh, you got to take these other ones because those pills don't work for you.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
He's like, bro, he's like, every bitch I'm fucking sticking my dick in, I'm literally thinking like every bitch I fuck with has got chlamydia.
That's
like,
not what's happening.
He's
by
like,
the way.
little did I know it was me the whole time. You know what I'm saying? This shit was fucking hilarious.
Oh, okay, he doesn't. Yeah, you can't have sex when
Yeah.
you're in the intermediate
Yeah.
part. So that's why that was happening. He would take the pills and then he had sex. You're not supposed to do that.
Oh, I don't know about all that, but he said it basically, you know what I'm saying? He would get rid of it.
He wasn't really getting, but I'm telling you, they tell you can't have sex
See,
for 7 days.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to hit him with this tomorrow.
Tell him.
Randy,
Yup.
hey, he's going to, I'm going to play this for him.
And it's so dangerous what he was doing, and let me tell you why. So there's a thing called super gonorrhea right now that didn't even exist. It's only been around.
Yeah, it's new.
Yep. So we've only discovered it since 2022. And it exists because of dudes like him. What he was doing is he was taking...
He's been in a relationship for a while. This is a while ago. This is like 10 years ago, 10 years ago.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, good thing, though. You got his back. Oh, man.
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is when you do this, when you take that pill, it kills all the bacterial down. But if you go and have sex, it makes it so it springs back up and it makes it so that pill doesn't do anything. And you're also training that medicine against that disease, and the disease mutates. And that's what made super gonorrhea. Guys like him. So when you do that, though, they'll run out of medication. Like, if you keep doing that, if he were to, like, do it another week, they'd be like, you're screwed. Like, you need to take, like, this other thing that is super detrimental, like, to your liver and stuff.
Oh, well, whatever. He had to take, he said he was allergic to something or whatever. It is in the medicine. So that's why he took the other stuff.
Yeah, it was sex.
I don't know, but anyways.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know. You can't necessarily can't say he was having sex. He just, I don't know. I was just telling the parameters.
Multiple women, sex with multiple women in the story.
Funny
Raw.
story. You know what I'm saying?
He was like, yeah, dude, it hurt so bad. So then I did it again. That's another thing. I didn't do it again. I had that happen once.
But he did have the double banger at the same time.
What's it?
You started it. He said, what's the double banger?
Yeah, I did.
He's like, yeah.
That's a mug, too.
5 minutes ago.
Woo! You think, woo, I'm telling you what, bro. And you know what's crazy? Fixed. Like all the pain that you're going through, it's gone in 30 minutes. They hit you in the butt with a shot. You pop your pills. Gone. Now for 7 days, you got to stay to yourself. You know what I mean? But
Are you allowed to jack off?
of course, you jack off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're just beating the shit out of your meat for a week thinking, man, I dodged a bullet on this one.
I guess, yeah. I mean, it wasn't a bullet. I knew that's what it was. If you have something bad, you don't know. You'll pass out one day.
Do you know who you got it from? Is my question.
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
Did you tell her?
Yeah.
Or did she tell you?
Didn't even respond. Went on with life as if I never said anything.
You said I have chlamydia and
Oh, I said I got the double
Gonorrhea?
banger.
And she said, and she didn't even. She just read it and kept.
Because
going.
I don't do raw sex a lot. It happened this one time because I didn't have a condom on me, and like, every girl is a liar. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You promise you don't have anything. You promise.
Hey, so you hit her with that, and then she didn't even respond to you.
Because she
never
knew.
sent you a message back.
She literally.
She
No, we
already
talked
knew?
again. I mean, just I let it go.
Did she talk to you after, and she's like, "I got treated" or whatever? You're like, "Can I hit that poontang again?" Or what?
No. I never hit it again, dude. Because
Hey.
I was so betrayed. I felt betrayed.
Right.
Because I asked. I said, "Yo, you're like a dirty slut, right? Like, tell me right now. I'll go buy a condom." Or she's like, "It's fine. I'm good."
Damn.
And you know why she can still say that?
Hey.
She never responds to those messages.
Yeah, she always good. She's like, "I'm always good, baby."
She's like, I never been tested. I don't think so.
I never had a conversation like that in my life. That's what she says. Something like that.
Yeah.
I've never experienced any conversations like that.
That's
Yo,
wild.
is there another? There was the other one. Spark the second boy. That's the one you want to do? All
We got to because we already did Pickle Rick.
right, give me Pickle Rick. Don't. It's glass.
Your glass.
Doesn't even make sense. But
Well, I mean, there was Mr. Glass
I guess parts
from
of it are
Unbreakable.
kind
It was
I'm-
Morgan
You wanna
Freeman.
like this one, Randy?
right.
And then he had a whole movie to
Yeah.
himself called
I don't
Mr. Glass. I watched it.
What's it about?
Here you go, senor.
It's the final movie between of because it goes Unbreakable and then it goes Split.
Oh.
Those are connected, and then it goes into Mr. Glass, which is the last movie. He dies at the end.
Is Morgan Freeman still getting to the money?
He's Mr. Glass. He's supervillain status.
Oh, so you're talking about that? And the other guys on that movie?
Yeah, Split and Unbreakable.
Yeah.
It had what's his name? Die Hard.
I think Morgan Freeman's really God here, just fucking with us all.
I don't. That's so weird.
I'm just saying.
It's so interesting to me.
Alanis-
I don't picture God like
hey,
a human.
Alanis Morissette said, "What if God was one of us?"
A slob like one of us.
Right? Well, I would picture him being Morgan Freeman.
Yeah. Not for me. God is way more ambient.
Well, I mean, he's got to dumb himself down so that he doesn't. You know what I'm saying? You guys don't know, but that's really. Look, the dude's almost 100 years, and he just comes back every 100 years. He's just a person that just lives.
Dude, what if he is Will Ferrell though?
There's just no. That does not.
I know.
happen.
I'm just saying, whatever. It could be whatever, Randy. Jesus Pete's, man.
That's gonna be the new Santa Claus, bro. For like.
What if he was
25
Santa
years
Claus?
from now.
Like his voice, he's always got a God voice in like shows and shit like that. You know what I mean?
That he does.
I mean,
I'm
who
Morgan
determines
Freeman.
that though?
I'm Morgan Freeman, and you think I sound like God. But he doesn't, dude. It's just in your head. You saw the movie.
Hey, you know what? I don't.
Yeah,
care.
because he was God in a movie.
Because to me, he doesn't sound like God. He sounds like the narrator to that prison movie. That's where he implants.
Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, he's a prison narrator thing.
No, he was an inmate in there. With,
Yeah, but he
with
narrated the
Andy
movie.
Dufresne.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's
Whatever.
bigger than his role.
Him
brother.
and his friend Andy Dufresne.
They made it, dude. They're on that beach.
They crawled through fucking 500 yards of.
He's pretty goated.
It's a great movie. I love it.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite movies.
It's phenomenal.
Top
It's one
five.
of everyone's
Top 5 favorite movies.
Oh yeah.
I don't
My
know
fa-
about that.
My favorite movie is Gone with the Wind.
Not me.
No way. I'm taking Avatar over that, anyways.
Oh, well, whatever.
The first Avatar.
Yeah,
And then I like Dances.
I haven't seen the second
Then I
one
like
yet.
Dances with
still
Wolves.
slacking. I'll get to
Dances
it.
with Wolves was good.
And then Days of Thunder.
So you like a lot of classical
I
film.
mean, I'm fucking 38, Randy. What do you mean?
You're not that old. What are you talking
I
about?
know he's like, I like
I'm 38.
Casablanca.
Obviously, all I watched was movies from not when I was around.
Silent films, you ever seen them? Like, come on, bro. What do you mean, bro? You're choosing to watch it. I mean, if you like it, you like it.
Days of Thunder was third. That was a good movie.
What was the other one you said? A Home on the or
No,
what was the?
Dances with Wolves?
No, because that's newer. There was a
Gone-
really Gone with the Wind.
Yeah.
That was made in like the 20s, right?
1930s.
He's like, I'm 38, bro. Well, it was
You're like,
made
I'm
100
38.
years ago.
right. I'm 38, man. What do you mean? Of course, I watched things 100 years ago. Who's the guy with that mustache that used to do the thing like Charlie Chaplin? You big Charlie Chaplin guy?
Yeah, who's your favorite actor then?
My favorite actor?
Yeah, what if you pick an old actor?
Right. Who's that one black guy from Super Mockingbird? Forget his name.
I don't know. My favorite actor, I was going to say...
Clint Eastwood.
No.
Adam West.
Right.
I mean, it's probably Arnold Schwarzenegger, to be honest.
Okay, that's not that
That's
old.
fire. That's a fire
that's fine.
pick. That's a pretty
But-
fire pick. I like him. He just seems like a fire individual.
Yeah, dude, he does.
And when he was the governor of California, things were running really smooth.
But I couldn't really tell you if it would be Sylvester Stallone or
I mean, Sylvester Stallone's had a way better career.
well, I wouldn't. Yeah, because
He's still making movies to this day where he's the star action star at like 75 years old.
Started in porn,
Whooping
too.
people up.
Never forget. First video was porn. It's penis.
That's fine.
No, I think it makes it better, I'm saying. You know what I mean? Because he started from the dirt. Yep. Who's that other black guy that was in Pulp Fiction where he's like, freeze!
Samuel L. Jackson?
Samuel Jackson, too. Because he was a broke crackhead that was like, I'm going to be an actor.
Yeah,
Did you know that?
That's Morgan Freeman, bro. They both were. Morgan Freeman.
I don't know. Morgan Freeman, maybe.
I think Morgan Freeman became famous when he was. Maybe it was Samuel. One of them became famous when they were 38. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they were smoking crack and just doing all kinds of reckless shit. So
They're
all
like
this
close to
stuff.
the same age.
Samuel Jackson's story
He's
is what
younger,
you're
though.
talking about, though.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, he did his first movie playing a crackhead,
Yeah.
right? In your story. Like, isn't that how that ends?
I don't know. But I know he fucking.
With Chris Rock. Chris Rock plays a good crackhead. I like him.
Heck yeah.
You guys remember in New Jack City where he's dancing around when he got high and he's back and he's like, woohoo! All right. So funny, dude. And he's packing all the crack because he's been
Yep.
clean. You know what I mean? You remember that?
No.
Dang.
I mean, I remember the movie, but I don't remember that in the movie.
It's a good
Like
time.
I'm not a memory person, but I do remember the movie, seeing the movie.
It's
He's
when he
not a
gets caught
memory
snitching.
person, but he remember everything from the 20s.
Right. Let me tell you about Charlie Chapman's second.
I wish I
silent
could have.
film.
I wish I could have lived from the 1920s to the 1950s.
He's like, favorite TV show, Three
Because
Stooges.
I would have been generationally wealth and probably president.
I mean, you would have been 20 when you died, right?
No, what do you mean?
Or all right, 20,
I just-
30,
okay, so
40,
so
50.
if I
You want to
listen,
die at 40?
no, say I was in the 20s, I'd be 20. I'd be 30 in the 30s. I'd be 40.
Oh,
in the, you know what I'm saying?
okay. You wanted to be an adult in the 20s.
You'd
Yeah.
probably be dead if you were in the 20s.
Whatever, bro.
I mean, he believes
Fuck all this technology.
No,
bro.
I mean, like, just at your age.
Fuck all this technology.
You know,
I
there's
just mean-
tons of technology then. People are so ignorant to that aspect.
Bro, you have to
No, I
go
mean,
to
this
World
kind of
War
technology,
II.
I want to go back to the old school.
that version was
You're
cutting
in-
edge.
You're in
Listen,
World War II.
listen, I know how to exist without the internet and
Bro, this-
social media.
Bro, you have to go
And I
fight
like
Nazi Germany
saying.
and Japan,
What
bro,
about
in
when you
World
come
War
home
II.
and now there's automobiles,
That's
right?
literally perfect timeline.
Whatever.
What do you mean? Automobiles are new. They're killing people every single day. That is cutting edge technology back then. You're like, a phone? Like, everything is new when it's new, dog. And you would think, I remember before this crap. I want to go back then.
No, I mean whatever.
I'm telling you, though, you got to be realistic
And
about
when
what
you
it
turn,
is.
I was just born
Damn.
at the wrong time.
You think that you would have gotten further in life if you were born in the 20s?
I'm not even
Enjoyed
gonna say
it more?
further than like, no, yeah. Well, I mean, a lot more different shit to do that you could have got away with back then that you can't get away with now. See, my mentality wants to do some gangster shit.
You wanna
know what I'm
commit-
saying?
but what
crime.
if
Oh,
you
yeah.
just end up dead storming Nazi Germany beach, D-Day?
I wouldn't have joined the military.
Or
I don't know that you
what if
got to choose that,
What if
bro.
you got beaten to death in Atlantic City because you've never dealt with humans so brutal? You grew up here, right? Like, this is a type of brutality that you never dealt with.
Like, I'm
Like
pretty,
Boardwalk Empire is what we're talking.
I'm just pretty sure we had a draft.
Right.
Yeah, but he could say he's gay. He could play it out. He's a smart. He is who
No,
he
I
is.
mean-
He is a
This is-
shisty dude, so he's gonna shiest out of it.
I mean, you could like run up to like Canada, but like then you're never doing nothing. You're in Canada.
No, what are you talking about? I just
They didn't let the gays do it.
Wait,
back then.
stop.
You have to go to a hospital for 2 years.
I'm smarter than that. I just cut a fucking finger off.
That's not.
That's
how
not
that
smart.
works. That's not
if
how
I
that
cut my
worked
fucking
either.
trigger finger off, how they gonna?
Oh, your trigger finger.
Then you go to jail.
You still go to jail. Yeah, they're gonna instead of going
the
to a
20s.
hospital.
How? What if I got smashed or whatever?
It's the 20s.
Nah, that's not how that.
They're not playing.
Whatever.
You can't like get away with being smart back then. They just cook you anyways.
I mean, unless you could, they wouldn't let you do it if you're gay. But then you had to go to a mental hospital, and back then, isn't that where they would shock your brain and
Trying to turn you straight.
like rape you and fucking? It was hell, right? Tequila or Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. You know. And if you read that book, have you ever heard of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest or no?
I didn't read that one.
Have you heard of it though?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
All right, when you read that book, because in the movie there's no rape. In the book, all rape. It's like a whole different story, dude. The black guys in the movie that are they're put them in the rooms and stuff. If you remember the movie, it's always like you job, like they're kind of mean. In the book, they're just raping them. Everyone but the big Indian. I was like, this is crazy.
That's how it was back in the day.
It was, wasn't it?
We some wild animals, dude. Human beings are.
I just meant more like Al Capone bootlegging type shit.
That's the time we're talking about. But dude, it was so much more brutal. Like, why do you think that you would fare better when you, as an animal, were raised in a less brutal place? Like, their parents beat them to death regularly. Like, you had to go to work when you're 10. Like, Al Capone is more brutal than you. Like, are you ready for the ILF, I guess, is what I'm asking.
How brutal do you think I am?
Not as
You're
brutal
not as brutal as
Al
them, because you get caught. You would be gone. You wouldn't be shooting people in the head and eating apples out of their mouth, and it's a whole different thing.
I mean, obviously, because Al Capone,
you know what I'm saying?
You probably
was the most terrifying man in the country for like a decade.
You might think you could talk out of something where, because they're from the 20s, they just shoot you. Like, oh no, we shoot them now, you know? You know what I mean?
He was savage back then.
I don't know. I wouldn't want to do it because I was black. So I'd be living really crap.
Yeah, you be living that crap.
I don't think I'd like it.
And they wouldn't want to hear none of that Dominican shit.
They don't want to hear nothing. They don't want to hear nothing. But dude, you're a slave in the Dominican Republic. It's all the same back then. That's not how that works.
You'd be dealing with Fidel Castro.
Well, that's Cuba, but that was a slave colony too. People forget. So it used to look like something like this. Like the Spaniards and the whites, they're just making their money doing their thing. And they're breeding blacks on islands.
Yep.
And they're shipping them out to America. Because they're like, dude, we're not going to keep bringing them from Africa. They're dying. That's crazy. You know what I mean? 90 miles away from Florida. Got all your slaves. Yeah, so that's what people forget. And that's actually what I feel like a lot of Dominican people be forgetting. They never talk about how, oh yeah, we were slaves, dude. For longer. Because that was the first Americas.
Yeah. Slavery was a big thing back in the day for everybody.
Actually, I would do 1920s in Cuba. Could I do 1920s in Cuba, Havana? Because isn't that when they were starting to build it up? It was.
I don't know what was going on over there.
You remember in Boardwalk Empire, it's 1928, and they're over, Nucky goes over to Cuba, Havana, because they're building the casinos. So I'm saying, if I could go there, I'll do it. I'll do it there.
I prefer to stay in the now.
Well, we already talked about this. I want to go back to steal your idea. It's about these bets.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, if I could do that.
Big dog's bringing the family up. I'm making big bets, dude. Like Biff in Back to the Future.
Oh, right. Of course. Anyway, that'd be dope for it. You know what I'm saying? Of course. Didn't they do that in a little bit in the hot tub time machine too?
I never saw that.
One of them, I think the second or the third one they do that. He places a bet and then they have to go back and fix it or something. That's like part of the storyline, isn't it?
I don't know. I never saw a hot tub time machine. That's with the fat Kevin James. Yeah?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Love him. He's hilarious. I like him in King of Queens. Have you seen King of Queens?
Mm-hmm.
That's my jam.
Oh, my God. That's my jam, bro.
What's her name? Remy. Anyway, she's gorgeous. The chick.
Have you guys heard of this show that comes on Netflix called, I think it's called Euphoria?
I've seen it on my You Should Watch thing.
It's not on Netflix, though.
What is it on?
Like HBO or something.
Yo, it's crazy to me because I always see like on podcasts, people make fun of it. They're like, oh, you attracted to teenagers and stuff. Are those teenagers? No, those ain't teenagers, huh?
No, they're all in their 20s.
Bro, that Zendaya's something else, dude.
She's like not in her early 20s.
I don't care what she's in. I'd be getting into that.
Right.
My goodness. Are you watching TV right now? Is there anything on TV you watch?
I don't watch anything but sports.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. You love sports.
Or podcasts. Or
You watch TV.
TV real or sports shows. You know what I'm saying? I really don't.
Okay.
Sports pod. You know.
I mean, you said in the
sports
beginning,
cast,
sports and podcasts. Right?
Yeah.
And then also a little Casablanca, huh?
Casablanca.
Well, you said Gone with the Wind. It's the same era.
That's probably what he's
I've
watching.
seen that shit.
And I
That's
bet you
when
have
I
seen
was younger.
Casablanca.
How often do you watch that? Like all the time?
No,
Yes, you do.
I haven't. Seen
Like
that
once-
shit in
once a
20,
week?
20
Do you watch Westerns?
Like once a week you walk a
You're a
twice.
Western guy.
I do watch Western.
You're a Western guy. It's 2 hours, 60 minutes. It's crazy.
So boring.
It's the most boring cinematic
I can't
you've ever
handle
seen.
it.
Well, Donnie, I don't know if tomorrow they're going to be able to make it to the saloon. And then you hear, na-na-na-na.
Oh shit!
Yeah, we got phone calls. It's going crazy.
How unprofessional.
You live on the podcast? What's happening?
Oh, I should have answered, huh? I wonder if it's that kid. Or that gentleman that gave us the weed. I want to remember his name. Something...
Stankwood.
Stankwoods! That was it, dude. Oh, no, you know who that was? Brett the Hitman Henson, that old guy that had all... Do you remember that guy who had all that podcast equipment that I would podcast with?
Oh,
periodically?
yeah.
That's who it was. Should I call him back? Or no?
Yeah.
All right, because I know that he is... It's really funny, because he tried to call me when he was doing his podcast, and I never pick up calls. So I was like, I'm not doing that. He was so mad. Ha! And he picked up! What up, bro? Oh, I can't even hear him. Let's see here. Can you hear me, bro?
You really doing this?
Dude, isn't that hilarious that you tried to call me when you were doing like your live podcast thing or whatever, remember? And you know I hate phone calls, and I just ignored you. But now I'm doing a cast, and look, dog. You answered. Hilarious.
You're casting right now.
Yeah, let me call you back, unless you want to shout something out or say something.
What do you mean call me back? Yeah, I want to shout out to whoever you're doing it with.
What's happening?
What's good?
We got OZ100.
What's that?
What's good?
This is Brett the Hitman Henson.
What's happening?
Oh shit, dude. Everything's happening. What are you guys doing?
Smoking.
Podcasting.
Podcasting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the fake ass dust.
This is a sponsored podcast by
Stankwood.
Stankwoods, dude.
Stankwoods.
Stankwoods gave us 4 like expensive blunts to smoke.
Caviar blunts.
Yeah, dude.
Damn, dog.
Yeah, bro.
We're smoking them on the podcast.
Okay.
Man, right her.
All right. I've never met him or seen him. I don't think, right?
No.
Yeah. So okay.
Big Bubba. Bubba's doing it.
Oh, he's got some weed on him though. There you go.
Loud. It's all about the loud.
Cannabis. All right.
Here's my sponsor.
Your sponsor. Oh, are you really sponsored by them, or did you just buy their hoodie? Did you pay them, or did they pay you?
I'm a little bit sponsored by Barstool.
Cat, baby.
Just a little bit.
Okay. For sure.
Sir. Hey, we're gonna be on the same page eventually, Randy.
All right. I feel kind of bleak, though. You're not talking enough for a podcast. I might have to let you go.
Randy, I know because I'm waiting just for shit to cut out right now, but I'm gonna tell you right now, Randy Savagery out there in the podcast zone.
Yeah!
I know you're getting all your shit on. I know everybody's having a feeling that you're getting shit on. All right, guys, check it out.
Listen to him go.
No denying.
He's
all
going
that shit.
in.
But I love that you're doing what you're doing right now, and I am gonna hit you up tomorrow. I'm gonna hit you
It's
up
all
next
for the
day, too.
show.
So just let me know.
All right.
Let's get it.
That's the end of the episode. Wrap it up.
As he hangs up.